worst offensive line.
No. Don't tell me that, Joey. What happened to week 1? Okay, he's gonna be balling. He's gonna fucking take him to the playoffs.
I saw the game, man. I saw how shitty this fucking offensive line is.
What's going on, Morning Fanatics? I'm Albert Torres. If you have not done so yet, or if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up to like the video, let us know your thoughts with a comment below, and don't forget to share this with a friend. Another week of NFL football has gone by, and for the first time ever, 15 of the 16 games were within one score in the fourth quarter. The Eagles are the only undefeated team remaining, and is Lamar Jackson finally coming back to earth? We'll talk Tua and the Dolphins, Cowboys Super Bowl Contenders, other NFL news, our Week 5 NFL picks, NBA news, and much more. Filthy Texican, Carlos Gonzalez, Black Mamba, Joey, how are you guys doing today?
Man, I'm doing great.
Doing pretty good until you told me that I was 0-5 this weekend.
Ooh,
yes. Oh, I'm even better now.
Yeah, even better now. And I think maybe we should kind of switch it up, Joey. Switch up the nicknames. I feel I'm the Nostradamus. I went a perfect 5-0 this week. So, and you guys...
I crown you that this week?
Yeah.
No. My prediction of the finals will still stand to the end of the year.
You guys were like, what? 49ers over the Rams? That defense is for real. Well, it's always been for real. It's always been like it's Jimmy Garoppolo gonna take them to that next level. But
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they do come as the season goes on. I think the Rams. I think you called it best earlier when you said that the Rams are feeling that Super Bowl hangover.
Yep,
it happens.
All right, fellas. Well, let's get right to it, man. This is a topic we've been wanting to talk about since last week, but Tua suffered what appeared to be a second concussion in 5 days on Thursday night versus the Cincinnati Bengals after hitting the back of his head on the turf. It was a scary moment when you could see Tua's hands seizing up. Tua remained on the turf for about 10 minutes and was carted off on a stretcher. 4 days prior, Tua suffered a similar injury versus the Buffalo Bills, but was later labeled as a back injury and came back to the game. Tua has no timetable for a return. Fellas, who's to blame for this disaster?
Carlos, take the lead.
Miami Dolphins brass. Everyone but the owners gotta fucking go. I want heads.
Even the head coach?
Heads, bro. También. He saw what happened on Thursday, bro. And he's like, he saw what happened on Sunday. And Thursday he's like, that's my starter. He said he decided to do that.
But don't you think don't you think he did have his doubts, but he was
he
told...
just went with what the doctor said? I'm sorry,
the
man.
doctor
You can step in and be like, we probably shouldn't. Even if the doctor said that because, quote unquote, this is our guy.
Don't you think that Tua should have, if
but that
he
this
wasn't
league
right,
doesn't do that.
that falls on him?
Well, the player's always going to want to come back because then he's labeled soft. The player's always
Not after that. Not
out.
after that. I mean, it was clear as day when we said, like, wow, I mean, this guy really, they labeled it a back injury. This guy was stumbling and can barely even walk after he got hit. I'm talking about the first hit.
Right.
He's like, he was stumbling all over. Like, how is that a back injury? Like, he was clearly concussed.
Sí, se miraba como el
That's what I'm
Joey
saying.
ahí at Average Joe's.
So how did the head coach 4 days later think nothing of it? That's literally what happened. Or he put a ton of time into the decision, which is even worse, and said, fuck it, he's playing.
No, I think it's just typical, just went based off whatever the doctor says, the independent doctor. Because I think he's the only one that got fired, right? I think he's the only one that got fired.
Right.
Yeah, the only guy that doesn't fucking belong to the Miami Dolphins. Yeah.
The doctor cleared him.
Yeah.
Tua, hey, how do you feel? It's an independent doctor. It's the one that the NFL gets.
Yeah,
for every single...
Yeah, the NFLPA ended up firing that unaffiliated. What is it? Neurotrauma consultant. is what it's called. So I guess just quick thoughts here for me is I believe that people in the NFL and like you, Carlos, somebody in the Dolphins, somebody else has to get fired, because at this point it's more about I liked how some of the NFL analysts were mentioning it on Get Up. It's more of a humanity thing, that if this was your son, if this was I don't know, you a family member, like, would you let that player go back out there and play, knowing what we know now of like concussions, CTE, like 2 concussions in 5 days? To me, I know concussions are like big thing, but not until I kind of researched a little bit on like concussions. I don't know if you guys saw that Facebook post or on Twitter about this doctor, Chris Nowinski. Yeah, you didn't see anything?
Only know one Nowinski.
He's the one, well, it's not Nowitzki, it's Nowinski without the T. But he predicted before kickoff that he was like, man, Dolphins, I can't believe you guys are doing this. I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. Like, he just suffered a concussion like 4 days ago, and he came out after it happened. He's like, I'm sorry to say, like, I feel bad, but I predicted this. And this guy, Chris Nowinski, he has a PhD out of Harvard, but he used to be a WWE superstar whose career ended because of concussion. So after his career, he went back. He got his PhD on, I don't know, whatever it is, neurotrauma.
Hurricane?
No, not him. He was one of the finalists of the first ever Tough Enough. So I thought that was interesting, and he.
That is very interesting.
But yeah, sorry, Joey.
Well, no, some heads got to roll.
Yeah, I agree. Joey, what were you gonna say?
No, nothing. I was just gonna chime in. Just I honestly don't. You know what? No, I do remember. I don't know if I said it, but when we were saying, like, I'm surprised he's gonna play, because all it takes is one hit, and that's pretty much what. I mean, yeah, it was a bad hit, but yeah, it was too short of a return. I think they probably should have held him out, but
yeah,
hopefully we'll see how it goes. But I don't think. I mean, we'll see how they're gonna handle this. I know things are gonna change after this.
Yeah.
One more thing, if I may. It's just pathetic that they have this shamble of protocols and tents and doctors and people on fucking payroll for there to be something like this and still require a precedent, because this is going to be the thing that they're going to go back to for the next 30 years, this fucking story. But it's fucking sad that we actually require the goddamn story for shit to fucking improve.
Yeah, man, and these rules are supposedly supposed to protect the player from the player, and that didn't happen. Another thing that I wanted to add.
Throw that one out the window. He wanted to play. I don't want to hear it. It does not count.
They're gonna change it.
0 points, zero weight.
They're gonna change it.
That was 100% true. I don't doubt there's a factor to that, but
yeah, they're gonna change it. They're gonna change it in week 5. Where if you just get a concussion, yeah, that's it. You're no matter, like, no tests or anything. You're not coming back. Is gonna be
that's how it should be.
The Tua rule, because yeah, man, this guy Chris Nowinski, what I was saying, that he was doing the same thing. He suffered a concussion, and in WWE, man, if you're not on TV, they forget about you and you lose your job. So this guy, he developed what's called post-concussion syndrome. What it is that, like, the symptoms of a concussion can stay permanent. Como headaches, memory loss, like just all of that stuff, which forced him to retire. So this is what could happen to Tua. I mean, we really don't know yet. And that's why, like, he was big on this. He made a video and everything. If you guys check out his Twitter, Chris Nowinski, former WWE superstar, and he's got a lot of good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff. He was
not even 25, bro.
Yeah, and he could. I mean, that was just scary, man. The fingers were just those, like, seized up. I don't know, man. The NFL has spotters pointed out to, like, tell the refs, hey, look, this guy's concussed, or this guy's really hurt.
Another dude just taking a check, hanging out on Sundays and getting fucked up at the stadium. Mamada spot.
Como ahorita le estabas diciendo Joey that chingos of screens in front. Probably the dude was on his phone también.
Y
Missed it.
jalándosela, Tinder,
Swiping.
pinche Grinder, sepa ver qué estén haciendo.
Iga. All right, guys. Well, any last thoughts before we move on?
Fuck the Miami Dolphins.
Go Cowboys for me. Which leads us to the next topic. Carlos, I know me and Joey said to keep going with the hot hand, Cooper Rush, who is 4-0.
Cooper Clutch.
Cooper Clutch. Yeah, Cooper Clutch.
Shout out to my coworker who gave me that nickname.
Well, gave you that nickname? Gave Cooper Clutch that nickname. But anyways, Cooper Clutch is 4-0 as a Cowboys starter and 3-0 this season. Carlos, I understand it's imminent that Dak will be back under center. But the way this Cowboys defense is playing at an elite level, when Dak returns, are the Cowboys Super Bowl contenders?
Listen, man, I don't doubt that because I feel like this defense is playing like something I haven't really seen from this Cowboys in a very, very long time. Probably ever, really. At least me, since I've been truly watching. It's interesting because like for the last 10 years, if we don't have the ball on offense, I'm like, son of a bitch, we're gonna get scored on. And like now, it's like, okay, cool, we're about to get the ball right back. Watch this. And like more times than not, it does happen. They get a couple drives, but we get the ball back or we get a turnover. I don't know. It's just exciting. I just hope Dak doesn't try to play hero. Like, I'm not sure what's going on playbook wise, but
Are they Super Bowl contenders though when he returns?
yeah, absolutely. The Eagles, they're probably gonna try and stand in our way, but Jalen Hurts, he looks real good, but not quite yet.
Joey?
How many turnovers does this defense have?
Not a ton.
They only have, I believe,
Yeah.
2 or 3.
So last year, I mean, I don't know what pace they're in, but
No, they're not. I'm more.
at the end of the day, you still need the offense to produce. You still need the offense to score.
Yeah.
That defense can give you a bunch of 3-and-outs, 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 but if that offense isn't producing, so if that offense goes back to Dak, it just goes back to stalemate.
It's just field position. Like you're gonna tell me the punt team is gonna give us nothing. You're gonna tell me like you can't give me one or two drives for points.
It's
yes,
not.
you
It's
can.
not him. It's Dak. It's just Dak. Like don't be fooled. You can. Romo had he had good defenses back in the day. I didn't say great. I said good defenses. He had a way better offensive line. Like that.
No, not right off the bat. He didn't have an offensive line right off the bat.
No, but there was that one time I think they were when they were number one. Was it 13-3?
13-3.
You know that was probably his best,
2007.
like, but like they were at the end of the day, it still falls into producing and putting the ball obviously in the end zone. Dak, I just hope he can see that gameplay and just like I just have to do what he's doing.
Try to
Just
go mimic it a little bit.
keep
Yeah.
the ball in the field, but he just can't do that for some reason. He just can't do that. So I don't know. That's the thing. If I would ride with the hot hand, but that would just be me because obviously this guy's running the playbook the way he wants you to. You know, Dak isn't gonna do that.
Yeah.
But that defense is great. It's elite, and it's all because of Michael Parsons. I don't care what anybody says. Diggs is not a shutdown corner. He's not a
What?
shutdown corner.
He's starting to check those boxes.
He's not a
starting
shutdown
to
corner.
check those
And
boxes,
all his picks were not like straight
I'll
up.
see you again week 16. See how you feeling.
I would tell you the same thing. Diggs, and I've spoken to many people.
I'm sure the stats are gonna fucking be on my favor.
Diggs is not a shutdown corner. I mean, or his picks are all just lucky ass picks. He's not a shutdown corner. He's not.
Lucky ass
They're not.
picks?
Yes,
What do you
yes,
mean?
they are. They're all been either like bobs, tip balls. They just happen to fall right into
What?
his hands.
What do you
Yes.
mean? So it's not his fault that Carson Wentz threw it right at him and he caught it? He's a former
I didn't see the game.
receiver.
I didn't see the game, but here's the thing. That defense, if they can I'll put them into a different level if they're creating more turnovers this year or these past games that I've seen. they're not creating as many turnovers as they did last year.
Look, I rather. I know what you're talking about the.
But they're not top
turnovers.
5, or they're not. I don't think they're contender. I'm sorry to cut you off real quick, but they're not contender. To answer your question, I don't think I ever answered it.
Ooh. Okay, well,
They're not a Super Bowl contender.
well, look. Let me reply to that, Joey, real quick, before I go into my my answer to the question. But I rather take quarterback pressures, quarterback sacks, than
Agree.
creating a lot of more interceptions,
I agree.
because they're just gonna fling it, and if you don't get the
Eventually,
interception,
we'll catch one of them. We'll get one of those scared money balls that he just panics.
yeah,
and
we're not
we'll
guaranteed to
some.
get a pick every time, but as long
Not
as
just
we
pick,
pressure
but
the
fumbles.
quarterback. Yeah, I mean, as long as we
Sack
pressure the
fumbles.
quarterback, I'm comfortable with that. And to answer the question, I believe that the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders, and at this point, it's whether Dak returns or they stay with the hot hand that they're Super Bowl contenders because of that defense. They haven't allowed 20 points
You're
to an
telling
opponent.
me Dak, Joey, you're
Yes.
telling me Dak can't
Whatever.
complete 15
Yes,
passes.
yes. I'm saying, yes, yes. If you look at through the stats compared to ignore the fourth
What do
quarter
you
stats.
mean?
All
How
his-
many?
all his
He
stats-
played 2 quarters of football, Joey.
What do you mean? All season? You're talking
When
about
did
this
he-
year.
when did he get
I've
injured?
already
When did he
seen
get
him. I've
injured?
seen him. I'm going based off the years of gameplay. The years
exactly.
where he
We
had a
haven't even-
better
we haven't
offensive
even-
line, where he had better weapons, and he still couldn't do it. The only one time he produced was his rookie year when Tony Romo was in his ear. Tony Romo was literally telling him, "We're gonna
And
run this play. You're gonna throw it to this guy, this guy. If this guy's not open, you give it to this guy."
And you
That's
know
it.
who wasn't the offensive coordinator? Kellen Moore. And he was managing,
fine,
he
that's
was
fine,
doing
bro,
everything.
like-
He just needs to go back to a game manager. He's not a gunslinger.
He's not a
He's not a
gunslinger. He's
35 attempts. Like, they just need to go more balanced.
Even coming out of college, he was like that. He was just a simple game. He was producing. He produces numbers, but he's not a guy that, like I said, he's not a guy you're gonna give him the ball to 20. Hey, I need you to go down 80 yards. Give me a touchdown right now. He's not
Yeah,
gonna do that.
And don't let the clock run out before you can spike it.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, yeah, real quick, I think that I think that whatever quarterback is under center, well, not whatever, whether it's Cooper Rush or Dak, they're Super Bowl contenders. At least both quarterbacks are not gonna make as many mistakes. I mean, unless they start putting Dak again at 35, 40 attempts, he's eventually gonna make a mistake. But as long as they keep it balanced, I mean, I know Dak's going to return just because of the paycheck that he's getting. And we're allowing third down efficiency as a defense, 33%. That's really good. And we have 15 sacks to last year's 41. We're on pace to probably break that. Our defense is our Super Bowl.
Just to
keeps us
chime in,
Super
you
Bowl.
said balance. Having I forgot the backup's name. The backup running back or the other running back.
Tony
having
Pollard?
that two-headed monster with running back is making a huge difference.
Yeah, they need to know how to use both. Zeke is past his prime, and they need to
Yeah, they need to get rid of his ass.
I mean,
They need to get rid of him. Stop it. You're overpaying this guy. You're paying him 3 down back money.
well,
And this backup running back is outplaying him.
That's,
Yeah,
earned, earned money, Culero. That's not money for what you're gonna produce. That's money for what you already did.
I mean,
That's what people don't fucking differentiate.
What was the argument that you said about Aaron Rodgers last time?
that he's old and what? I think
That man can continue getting paid because he continues putting up numbers. What have I said
Exactly,
about
but
Rodgers?
you were saying something about that's
Me?
what happens. Selfish player about him getting paid. Maybe he should have
That was
focused
a
on paying
timing.
other
That was a
players.
timing thing, not a dollar thing. That was a timing issue because he knew
Well,
he
don't you
wasn't
think
fucking
this-
retired.
Don't you think this timing Zeke shouldn't have been getting paid this much?
Well, we
You
couldn't
can pay other players.
we couldn't control that because they were paying him for what he had done. He just hasn't done anything lately.
That's not the way running backs work. We all know that running backs have a 4 to 5 year lifespan.
That's exactly my point. So they get paid for what they did, not what they're gonna do, because everyone's predicting that they're not gonna do shit.
Oh, after the way he acted, the way the whole Cabo thing and all this other stuff, I'm like, no, bro, you haven't been producing the past couple of years. Why am I gonna pay you?
Hashtag negotiations, cool.
I should get rid of his ass.
I mean, I just feel
Contract travels.
Von Miller. That would have been Von Miller money.
yeah, that definitely would have been Von Miller.
Think of
money.
Von Miller and Micah Parsons on both edges.
I'll be all right.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, we'll see, man. This I think Cowboys Super Bowl contenders for me. They just need to use the running backs better.
For someone to say he can't complete 15 attempts, just get 200 yards, a touchdown.
No, he can do that. We want him to stay there. We don't want him to throw for 350 yards, 400 yards. Like we just need him as a game manager.
Audibles? Like, what are you saying? Like,
no.
Like,
it's like you were saying, like playbook.
It's a play call thing. If he gets back on the field, if fucking Kellen Moore gets excited or gets a fucking boner and wants to throw 45 throws, what is Dak supposed to do? Check down every time or just hand it off or throw it out of bounds?
They've always been playing from behind, so that's why he has those numbers. That's what I'm saying.
Perhaps the playbook will be in his favor and not for him to play from behind because he won't be playing from behind.
The things were, I think, that also I guess I'm giving Dak a little bit of more credit now. I think the things that were happening before is that, let's say Dak like couldn't score, couldn't take the team on a scoring drive. Our defense would come back and they wouldn't be able to pressure the quarterback. They would get scored on. Even though we were getting turnovers, we weren't getting pressure. We weren't stopping people. We weren't being good on third down. So I feel that's also got to play into something where, like, hey, now the defense has my back. Like, that one, I won't score. He still has to score. But I feel
not every possession.
Yeah, it's not going to be every possession. Be more balanced. I don't know.
Give the defense a rest. Stay on the field.
Yeah.
Put in some drives.
Go back to some play actions. Just dinking and danking. Remember? Dinking and danking. I think he really took that personal and he just wants to fucking fling it every time. And Kellen Moore también. Hey, I got you. Let's throw for 500 yards every game.
No.
Yeah, but... All right, guys. Well, let's move on to the next topic. It's going to be called, I like what Joey wanted to call this. It's called Something or Nothing. Going to give you guys a little bit of some topics here about other NFL news. And you guys tell me if it's something or nothing. First thing here. Thoughts on Baker Mayfield's horrible start in Carolina. Something or nothing, Joey? Well, hold on. Let me give you a little bit of background here. He has a 15.3 QBR, last in the league. 54.7 completion percentage, 747 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and I believe they're 1-3. Go. Something or nothing.
I mean, it's obviously something, but that offensive line is just I don't even know who has the worst offensive line.
No. Don't tell me that, Joey. What happened to week 1? Okay, he's going to be balling. He's going to fucking take him to the playoffs.
I saw the game, man. I saw how shitty this fucking offensive line is.
Where's the balling?
Heisman Trophy winner, blah, blah, blah.
It's the same. I mean, you can't expect a quarterback to produce if you can't fucking protect him.
Then why would you say he was going to be balling? Why?
Because I thought they would have had a more decent offensive line, but they don't have fucking shit.
Carlos, like, something or nothing?
Darnold is earning. It's sad because Darnold not playing he's gonna be able to earn a contract next season, and Baker is gonna struggle to get a contract because of this shitty play that he's been given.
It's nothing, bro.
So what's the difference? Oh, go for it. It's nothing. No. Go for it. It's nothing.
It's absolutely nothing. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because somebody's got to be at the bottom of the barrel, and it's him. My man from Houston. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Middle of the pack, at least.
Okay, so the other fucking New York quarterback, like
Daniel Jones, he was a couple. His receivers can only catch a couple balls. That was gonna be a different game.
Yeah, for every other team, tan con madre las excuses, and I'm just supposed to take them. And for the Cowboys, everyone's basura. There's no way around it.
I saw that entire game. I'm telling you, if his receivers just caught a couple more balls,
in summary, it is nothing because there's a bottom of the fucking barrel, and someone's got to fucking live there, and that's been his home. That's where he lives. That's just who he is. He's gonna be out of 30 quarterbacks. At best, he's going to be 25.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's definitely something because I called it from the very beginning. You guys said that, or Joey said that he was going to remain the starter, but he was going to go somewhere else. I highly doubt he's going to end up somewhere else. And he's going to get benched, man. Like I said, he's not going to finish the season as the starter. And I am not surprised about this trash play. But, all right.
I will give Baker Mayfield no more time.
Right? So next topic here, real quick, is still something or nothing. So is Justin Fields really the future in Chicago? More background stats here. He's 31st in QBR, 26.2, 50.7 completion percentage, 471 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 147 yards in the ground. We've got the bottom of the bottom right here, 32nd and 31st.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he the future?
Some people just live there. I mean, you gotta continue trying. What, you're gonna just tap out at year 2? Like that's not even a project, man. That's just.
So it's something. You're going with something. Just
yeah, it's definitely something. If I mean, you just gotta keep going. Like they're not all gonna be home runs. You gotta sometimes turn a single into a in the park home run, and my man's running out of time. I'll tell you that, but.
What is he? Is he just a smaller? Is he just a smaller Lamar Jackson that he just can't truck everyone? Because similar gameplay.
It's a new coach.
No way similar. He has a way better arm.
Right? New coach, new coordinator.
Yeah, every single time. That was gonna. You just took the words out of my mouth. What I was gonna say. The struggling part of these young quarterbacks is that they've either had a new head coach or they've had a new offensive coordinator every fucking year. I think Baker Mayfield. I think he had 3 offensive coordinators in his 4 years in Cleveland. How many? 3 head coaches too in his 4 years in Cleveland. Justin Fields, new coach, new offensive coordinator. The head coach last year, he was supposed to be an offensive genius, but he was fucking trash. That guy didn't even know what the fuck he was doing. So that's the thing that sucks about these quarterbacks, that they don't have consistency on the same coaches. Like at least give them at least a 2-3 year test with the same playbook or something. But I think it's something. I saw him coming out of Ohio State. I know he's got an arm. I know he's got talent. So I hope they can start producing. But they need to protect him. They got. I think they have decent running game. I don't know. I think one of them got hurt, if I don't remember correctly. But see how they go. Right. I think it's something.
Yeah, I think it is something. But they have to still continue to see if he can develop. Let that rookie contract do its course and figure out if you're going to pay him or not, or if he gets any better. All right, guys.
Get the camera back on.
Oh, Carlos got a little bit of technical difficulties here.
Dead battery.
I think he's thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking. Thinking of it something or nothing.
Well, yeah.
There we go. All right, guys. Well, another one real quick. Joey, I think you'll like this one. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles defense. Are they something or nothing?
Oh, I need to look at the stats real quick. Who they played?
I think I've
you said the defense, right? That's
no, Jalen Hurts and I guess the Eagles. The Eagles
themselves. So
are they something or nothing?
Really quick. First game, they allowed 35 points with the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Second game, I'm trying to look for him.
24-7, they beat Mini.
That was a different Minnesota team. I don't know what was up with them. 24-8 against the Commanders. Oh, anybody can fucking. Nobody can protect fucking Carson Wentz. That offensive line was trash.
More excuses for another quarterback.
I mean, you just love shitting on offensive lines, but when they're great, who's gonna fucking throw them a parade?
What
Nobody.
do you mean? No, you have to. It's standard. You have to protect the fucking quarterback.
I understand, but that can't be like the key to everybody's success. Like a lot of teams do it with shitty lines, Joey. A lot of teams. Like you can't tell me that the teams that won the Super Bowl, all of them had top 5 lines. Like no.
you really want to go there? You really want to look at how many times Tom Brady? It looked like his jersey comes like he can wear the same jersey every single week because Tom Brady wasn't getting touched at all.
Yes, that plays a part to the line, but motherfucker throws it within 3 seconds. He doesn't keep it. He doesn't move. He doesn't. Run.
You said it 3 seconds, so why can't Dak do that?
Because that's not the game plan. Dak's trying to. I mean, whatever routes are trying to be run, no more time is required for the fucking run to develop. I mean, I don't even play football, and I know that more time is required if you're trying to run for fucking 45 yards. But
Well, going back to the Sunday, and then they allowed 21 points on the Jaguars. Hey, the Jaguars, that coach Doug Peterson, he's got them playing pretty well.
The defense is pretty decent, man.
Yeah. So I haven't seen that much Eagles play, but I would probably need a little bit of. I mean, stats don't lie, something. But I mean, the 2 games that they had their shutouts was against the Commanders and against who was this? Who did I say the second game was? The Vikings.
Vikings.
I mean, for you to shut out the Vikings, but I don't know what was up with that Vikings team.
They
It's still the same cousins.
They're all Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Carlos.
I mean, they were gonna lose this game, weren't they? I think the Jaguars were up 21-7, or they were up.
Yeah, they ended up scoring 20 points in the second quarter, I think, and then they just didn't score in the third. And
yeah, I'm seeing it here. They were up. So it's something.
it's definitely something, man. These Eagles seem pretty legit from the few games that I've caught, and I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily say defense because I know that's where your question started with, but they're definitely something. They're the only undefeated team. That's not a fluke unless all their teams, all their victories were only by field goals, which was not the case, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, I think it's nothing. Nothing. Eagles will be the Eagles. And until they face the only good defense here is Jacksonville. That's the only good defense
I agree.
until they and it's going to be a Cowboys team with a stale offense. So we'll see if they actually get a complete Cowboys team. But I think our defense is for real. Their defense is pretty for real too, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie on that, but until they play a legitimate complete football team, I think this is still nothing.
The only reason I said something is because they gave the Vikings their only loss, so I give them that, and they beat them convincingly. So,
all right. So then, last something or nothing here. Brady and Giselle hired divorce lawyers. Something or nothing.
Something if you care about either one of those people. So I'm gonna say nothing personally, but that's a coin flip, man. 50% of the marriages end up in divorce, so it's literally a coin flip. A legal one.
Ooh. I don't know, man. I think it's nothing. Like you said, for news, sports news, I guess it's nothing. But man,
this could prolong his career.
Yeah, actually, it could actually prolong his career. You're right, Joey. Because I think this is just like a threat that probably Giselle's like, hey,
this better be the last season, like you said this time.
But you know, I was reading a little bit into it, and Giselle's just upset that like she's saying about like, hey, it's more for your health. Supposedly saying that like he's had several concussions, and that's why like
sure he has too, and he's just lied about them. Half of what, like, not that all the reported ones are true. Like, I'm sure there's a ton that we don't get reported.
You know what that reminds me of? Kind of, gets a concussion. You're supposed to be all wobbly, and he reminds me of that Reno 911 of the cops stopping the guy who's dancing and saying the alphabet Z to A, and doing all that shit. It's probably Tom Brady on like under the tent and just fucking passing those tests like nothing.
Out.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But all right, guys. Next, we are gonna go to our NFL picks. Again, like I said, we should change it up. I should be the new Nostradamus. Give me my crystal ball. I ended up being a perfect 5-0, and you know what? I completely forgot, guys. I completely forgot to set up the stats or set up the records. So if you guys can give me a second here. For me, It's gonna be easy because I didn't get an L. So for me, I am sitting at 13-5-1. Joey, what was your record? Do you remember?
7-5? No.
I don't remember. I just know it was a losing record.
Yeah, you were 6-7-1. But this week you picked Cincinnati, you picked Dallas, picked Broncos. So you picked Texans. That's 2-1. Picked the Bucks 2-2, and then the Rams. So you were 2-3. That moves you to 8-10-1. Carlos, you picked Miami, so that's an L. You picked Dallas. That's 1-1. You picked the Chargers, 2-1. You picked the Chiefs, 3-1, and you picked the Rams, 3-2. So you're at 11-7-1. I have a 2-game lead, guys. I'm on first place. So you guys better pick some good picks right here, because I'm just gonna take the lead from here. I'm just dándole gas.
So you're gonna have no speed bumps on the road, no fumbles. You're just gonna continue with perfect ones. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like perfect sell right now, man. I'm just
A la madre.
I'm perfect right now. Let's get to the picks. Thursday Night Football. We've got Colts at Broncos. I got the Broncos.
We're at week 5, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Colts at Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Indianapolis.
Same.
Ooh,
I'm going Indy.
Indy. Okay. Next, we got the same, Cowboys and Texans picks here. So Texans at Jaguars. I got the Jags.
Go Jacksonville.
Same.
Cowboys at
first pick.
Cowboys at Rams. This one's iffy for me, man. It's super iffy, but I think I'm gonna make my first heartfelt decision of the season, and I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the hot hand Cooper Rush.
You not see the Rams struggle? I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too, baby.
Yeah, but you can't question the heart of a champion, Carlos. The way they
gonna
bounce
go-
back.
Their heart is not pumping. It's full. They're good.
I'm going LA.
Ooh,
Of course
okay.
you are.
Donald is gonna be introduced.
Introduced
Mr. Rush.
to what?
To Mr. Rush.
All right, so we got Sunday Night Football. Bengals at Ravens. Through the beginning of the season or before the season, I had picked the Ravens to win that division, so I gotta go with the Ravens here.
I'm going with the home team as well. Lamar's going to try and ball out against Burrow because they say Burrow is a better quarterback. Which
He can ball out all he wants, but the Bengals are still gonna win this game.
Nice. Dig yourself a deeper hole. Deeper.
Right. So we're going Monday Night Football. Raiders at Chiefs. I'm going with my homie.
Yeah, it'd kind of be dumb to jump on the Raiders at this point.
What about
Mahomes.
You're not gonna go with your dark horse, Joey? Dark horse.
No,
Dark horse.
That dark horse just became My Little Pony.
Oof, man. So Raiders think they're gonna make the playoffs now? They're gonna be what, 1-4?
Fuck no.
No, that division is tough. That division is tough.
Yeah.
Tough as fuck, like the NFC East.
Oh god.
But all right, guys. Hopefully you guys can catch up to the new Nostradamus here. See if you guys can get a perfect week. I'm going for the perfect 5-0 again. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect 5-0 for back-to-back weeks. If that happens, I'm opening up next week's episode with Drake's back-to-back song, and I'll be
gonna get copyrighted.
I'll be probably. You know what? Yeah, now I'll speed it up a little bit so you could notice it's different. But all right, fellas. So that's it for the NFL. We're gonna move on into some NBA news. The NBA season is creeping in. It's getting closer. We've got a couple of NBA preseason games already happening. I want to talk a little bit about, and we'll I'll get a piece of and see what we all want to talk about on NBA news. But I want to talk about a little bit here about the Lakers getting blown out, Joey, by the Kings in preseason, 105-75. LeBron did not score a single field goal. But you know what? At the beginning of the game, they looked pretty good. They went like on a 10-2 or 10-3 run, and they looked pretty good. Westbrook wasn't like second guessing. He was getting the ball, boom, to the bucket, finishing or dishing. AD looked good. LeBron, sure, he didn't score a single field goal. He was just like, hey man, let's work on chemistry. Let's work on you all. This looked just like a LeBron, just I'm chilling, man. You all get you. I know what I'm bringing to the table, but what did you guys what other news do you have or something you guys want to talk about?
I find interesting that the Suns got beat by the Australian team.
They were
then-
Australian?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
was from an
Ooh.
Australia pro team, and then the next day, Booker posts a picture of LeBron
The
at
famous
the
LeBron
podium
finals
on the
podium.
day after the Mavs beat his ass.
When
Um,
was that? When was
2011.
LeBron?
You don't remember?
You were there.
Nah, wait.
Yeah, he posted the thing. He's like, all the people hating on me, no matter what, they still have to wake up to their lives.
Being sarcastic, Joey.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, no, I fucking remember that shit. We were at Sergio's house, ¿verdad? And you went running outside. But anyways,
We like a helicopter.
yeah, that was hilarious. Joey, any other NBA news or something you found interesting?
No, preseason is just your typical preseason. I really don't
Yeah.
pay attention to much of it until the season comes around. The Lakers, I don't even care what the Lakers can maneuver. They already said they need to trade everybody, started from the bottom. But
Nah, as
We'll
long as
see how-
you've got the king or the Kang, anything can happen, Joey. Anything. Those teams in the finals, down 1-3, no team had won. He made it happen. He can make it happen here, Joey. You never know. You never know.
no, not with street clothes Davis and Westbrook.
I'm surprised you
And
didn't
then
bring
with,
up. I'm
with
so,
intensity, with what's his name? I bring intensity.
I can't
Fucking
wait to see-
Patrick.
Pat
I can't
Beverly.
wait to see Ben Simmons
Oh.
crying on the court.
Yeah, I was about to mention him. He had but wait, before we get to that real quick, Joey, I think that they're gonna have to start Patrick Beverly, man. They're gonna have to.
Ooh.
They're gonna have to start him
If
because
that's what they think is gonna work, then by all means.
look, and the reason why I say that is because I was looking at again, it's preseason, but those were projected starters. Sewun. I don't think Kendrick Nunn's gonna be there though. I think probably Schroeder might.
Supposedly
get
I saw a report that supposedly he's been tearing it up in training camp.
Practice, nambre way, and
Yeah.
practice. But I think that they might have to start him because what I was noticing and what I noticed last season as well, the Lakers have no paint protection, man. It's a fucking layup
You
line.
think?
It's a fucking layup line there, and I feel that the only way that something to change is 94 feet, Patrick Bev, ball pressure.
Okay.
Only thing, not saying that he's the savior, but something is better than
I'm down
nothing.
defensive player of the year over there.
Something is better than nothing, and I feel that being a little bit disruptive could help. I don't know, man. They might have to start Pat Bev, but they've got absolutely no fucking shooting.
I
No
just
shooting.
can't wait to get the actual season rolling, man.
Me too. But Ben Simmons or
You know what? Just to chime in, only because I'm watching a little bit of the game. New Orleans, man, with Zion back, with that
Oh,
trade
yeah.
with CJ and Bi. That's gonna be a nice little young trio.
wait,
see
you've
they
been
can,
you've been talking so much about Brandon Ingram, like I
What?
haven't seen that superstar, man. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen
28
that.
You little
28
statisticians
points.
over here. Look at his stats over here. What do you mean?
I get 27, 28
When is he
points
gonna
per
take
game
him?
scorer now?
When is he gonna take him to the playoffs and start winning?
When they get a good offensive line, Albert.
What? Oh, when
finally
they
had-
get a
he
good
finally had
offensive
some-
line.
He finally got some help with CJ. Did they almost make it? I think they were in the playing game.
I think they were in the play-in. I think they beat the Lakers, didn't they? To
I don't remember.
Not in the play-in, but to like be in position
They were
for
in
the play-in.
they were in the bottom of the West until they made that CJ trade, and then obviously they played without Zion all year.
Nah, but they BI needs help. That's all I'm hearing. BI needs help. But Ben Simmons made his debut for Brooklyn. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 of 6 shooting, 0 for 2 at the free throw line in 19 minutes.
And a terrible
turnaround brick. And a terrible turnaround brick. Did y'all see that?
The fadeaway, yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. I wonder... You think, Joey, he's going to be the difference in Brooklyn?
No.
A ver, Mr. Nostradamus.
If Kyrie...
Put it down on the board.
Kyrie,
Put it down on the board.
If Kyrie... It's because it's weird because Kyrie needs to learn how to play off the ball. It's it's just strange. He's gonna have to learn to be that catch and shoot type of guy.
He needs
They have a bunch of young, really good.
What year is Irving in?
Pieces.
He ain't learning anything anymore, bro. What year is Irving in? He's not learning anything anymore. Ain't no way.
I mean, he did it with the Cavs with LeBron. He was ball dominant and he was able to do that. But LeBron, like, you know, he gives him his.
LeBron.
He gives him. But plus, Kyrie needs the ball and KD needs the ball. Like, KD is probably the one that could be better off the ball. But I don't know, man. I didn't see a way they got better defensively as a team, but just Ben Simmons. But Ben Simmons can guard everyone at the same time.
Yeah. We'll see how they do. I've tried. I don't really make a lot of assumptions when it comes to preseason, but we'll see how everything's going. That team just needs to gel. Because I mean, it was going to be the same thing with James Harden was playing point and Kyrie Irving was the two guard.
Yeah, I mean.
But then again, we have your typical James Harden dribble, and then pass to the wing.
And Ben Simmons could be ball dominant, but not for like scoring threat. He wants to run the offense. He wants to put people in position. And I guess it goes kind of back to what you were saying, Joey, that means everybody else have to play off the ball and like get open. Maybe Steve Nash needs to implement some type of a different offense, man, than just being a fucking front row tickets as a fucking coach.
But you think it's more him implementing an offense or them actually running it?
Both. Maybe he was trying, and maybe they just had no fucking respect.
Think about it, like his
they brought
first
him in because they don't respect him and they're going to ignore him. That's the only reason.
You can't say that. You can't say that. They handpicked him as a head coach
because they can walk all over him.
KD and Kyrie
because they can walk all over him. And I don't know how or why, but they're walking all over him.
And that's why KD wanted him fired.
It's KD. Yeah, it's KD. KD. Every decision they make, they gave him that. He was basically the GM. So, everything that was being done with that roster, that team, the head coach, it was all KD.
So we're gonna call him KD. Kevin the GM.
Yeah, you basically can.
Kevin the GM.
It was all on him.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave. I think KD demanded a trade or whatever as soon as the whole Kyrie Irving situation went up, because the only reason he agreed to go over there was because Kyrie was gonna be there.
Damn. So
he was still there.
He was trying to fire himself as the GM.
Basically.
To get out of there. Carlos Luka, is he gonna play? Is he playing too much? Is he gonna be okay?
We play the ones that matter, bro.
But is he gonna be okay though? You don't think he's gonna be too tired?
Why would he be too tired?
Because he's been playing all year, man.
That's why he's not gonna play this.
So this little break, you should be good then. Good. You're good with him guaranteeing a finals?
He didn't do that, but...
¿Qué dijo? I saw something like that saying...
that's the next step. That should be
I didn't say anything. I don't know which one
he's basically implementing that, like, hey, we're going to the finals.
Next step. We got better, and so if we were that close last year, we should make the push and get there this year. I'm with him. That's the correct answer. What is he gonna say?
No way he's getting past Golden State though. Until
yes, boy, that's a tough task.
Yeah. And then after that, like, just being rejected so many times, He's just.
Oh, you think he's never gonna be able to get past Golden State? He'll get past Golden State eventually, or somebody else will knock him out, and then we'll have a.
Ooh, Joey, what do you got to say? I see that eyebrow, that Brahma Bull eyebrow.
Golden State, bro. Golden State, they haven't even played to their full potential yet.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying that.
That's a scary part that they were able to win the finals without playing any of the top 3 lottery picks of the past couple years.
Like they still got the young.
Wiseman is gonna be the key for this team for the next. If he can ball out and get to his full potential, oh my God, we're just prolonging Steph's and Clay's careers.
But with your boy, the X Factor or the point
Kuminga?
No, the point god of the Warriors, Draymond, are they gonna keep him or no?
They have to.
I don't know. But he's gonna want like max money. Are you gonna really pay him max money?
No.
Because that's what he's gonna want.
Is he up? He's not up.
I saw something that he's that they're not looking to extend him. Let's see.
I think they're gonna get rid of what's his name? Wiggins. They're gonna have to get rid of Wiggins. I don't know what they did with Poole though.
Ooh, he's got a player option after this season and can enter.
I'm pretty sure.
agency.
I think Wiggins will be gone. Wiggins
to pay Draymond.
Yeah.
But again,
to level out
Draymond
that contract. Because you still have Kuminga, you still have that other guy and Wiseman on their rookie deals. I think so Wiseman, I think he's gonna have 2 years left before they have to figure out what they're gonna do with him.
Is Iguodala running back?
Last season, yeah, it's his last one.
Pull the Brady.
Nice.
Damn, man. Thompson también has 2 years remaining, 40.6. So you got Thompson, who's gonna be due. Draymond, you're telling me that you're not gonna pay max dollars to Thompson to pay Green?
I never said that. I'm just saying.
You know what I see?
Sure, I'm not worried. Honestly, here's the thing. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I am not even me if I was a Warriors fan. Or
they
even
they don't worry about the money part.
That GM, yeah, the owner and the GM are like this, where they know exactly how much they're willing to pay. That, first of all, obviously that's why that city's so fucking expensive. Second of all, that fucking arena has that 30-year fucking season ticket agreement, like to fucking pay everybody. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They'll fucking pay what they need to pay.
They finance
keep it intact.
So look,
they're gonna keep that team intact no matter what.
Yeah,
so if they need to pay,
the money's not a problem.
The money is not an issue.
So you're telling me, mira, this is what Draymond Green wants. This is what he wants, mira. 164.2 million for the next 5 years. He's 32. He's 32.
We'll give you 155.
Here's what's crazy is that the way the money is being thrown around to us, like a la madre, yeah, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago that would have been, but honestly I don't even know how much that. Like I think like 200 million is being thrown around like fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that's being thrown around to who? To from Denver, Nikola, the Joker,
149
Curry.
to 149 to 155, Bert, is what it'll be settled at. And they'll stay.
But then what about Thompson? You gotta pay him también. No mames. What about the salary cap?
Me vale verga. We're in the tax every year. We truly don't give a fuck. We're in the tax every year.
Yeah, but it's not unlimited. You eventually are not gonna be able to pay somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I think Wiggins is probably gonna be the one that's gonna go.
Be either one of those 4 guys. It'll be everybody but them.
So max money to everybody. That can't happen. There's usually only 2 or like the most 3 guys that you can play max dollars.
The money's not the same. The money's not the same.
And they won't be 5-year contracts.
The money's not the same how it was before.
No.
Like now you're allowed to have 2, 3. So Stephen
Por
Curry,
eso, 2, 3.
Stephen Curry
he's
has
on a
2
max
contracts. The next one in line is Wiggins. He's at 147 million. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna be gone, and then they'll put in Draymond in that third money because you still have Wiseman, Kuminga, my boy defensive specialist.
But
Looney,
you're gonna give Draymond
Moses Moody.
You're gonna give Draymond 164.2.
If he
See,
want,
Vato, why are you arguing?
man.
are you like? Why are you? What are you?
I just
Pinche
said on.
Angela
the
Rice de
stats.
culo.
Ignore those point stats. Look at everything else that motherfucker has done. He's the reason. He's the engine. He's the one that makes that offense, that Steve Kerr offense, go.
Hey, wait,
I don't
put
know
him
what
somewhere
he's-
else. Hey, wait.
Look at
TCU
the
Dallas
numbers,
has
look at
them
those
on an
numbers, look at the
ultra
numbers,
premium.
Look at the numbers, the way that roster is without him. Yes, you put him everywhere else, it's fine, but not everywhere else has a Steve Kerr offense.
Yeah, and nobody else has a Steph Curry or a Klay Thompson, two of the greatest shooters.
That's fine.
ever.
I know exactly what you're saying, but what also makes their gameplay and their style of play so much easier because they're running in that offense.
No, let's go. We're at 55 minutes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I know we went over.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
I know exactly what you're saying. I know you put him anywhere else, he's just probably your typical fucking small power forward guy. I'm not even gonna argue with you on that one. But it's just that what makes him great is that in the Steve Kerr offense. So if you have a guy that's gonna be producing that much on your team, he's the key contributor. He's been the key to your 4 championship runs. Like, you mean to tell me you're not willing to pay him?
Pues mira, he supposedly wanted like to be re-upped before like the season started. That doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So do you
No,
see
it's
him?
not.
Do you see him potentially being traded?
No, I see Wiggins going, like I keep saying. Wiggins is probably gonna be gone.
Oh, man, it's because I can't see the Warriors paying. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think the Warriors are gonna pay him. I see Draymond, like, if he's not gonna accept anything less than the max, and I feel that the Warriors are gonna be like, dale, güey, un poquito, just a little bit less, poquito,
55.
and he's gonna be like, no, I want max. He's gonna be gone,
He'll settle.
and put it on the board, Joey. Put it on the board for me. Next
What
year,
do you want to put?
Draymond Green will be a Los Angeles Laker next to LeBron.
Oh, you heard it here first, fanatics.
How is that gonna be possible?
He's gonna take less
So
for
no,
the
dile
Lakers.
que sí este niño,
So
güey.
you mean to tell me that next year is gonna be LeBron, AD, and Draymond Green? That's your big 3 in Los Angeles?
He's gonna play center.
and
then a bunch of what?
Westbrook.
So then you mean to tell me he's gonna want that max money? So you mean to tell me
No,
are we gonna go? We're gonna go from 32 to 35-year-olds to fucking 38 and 40-year-olds?
He's gonna. It's him and LeBron way. Like, I'm not saying that like, oh, Draymond, like, yeah, savior,
Just
but
because they smoked out together in his fucking wedding doesn't mean that they're willing to fucking go and
they're
do it.
they're business partners too. He's
Oh
on
my
like
God.
friend.
I fucking hope not. That it's I want LeBron gone. I want that guy out of there. They should just fucking just tank it, get rid of him, start it from scratch, get all your picks back, fucking trade it for street clothes and shit.
All right,
But
guys.
I don't know how that's gonna happen. But okay, if you said it, Draymond Green, a Laker,
Next
that'd be
year,
interesting.
yeah. Trade deadline, not the class, no, not at the trade
A la
deadline.
madre.
You get Russell Westbrook. Westbrook.
No, but I'll tell you this much: I think Wiggins will be gone before Draymond Green. You can put that down. Wiggins
Well,
will be gone before Draymond Green.
I'm pumped, man. I can't wait for the NBA season to start. We still have a bunch of NFL to go to. Guys, it's been fun. We've had a little bit of an extended podcast. We finally figured a little bit of behind the scenes stuff so we can extend our podcast a little bit. Our behind the scenes Discord expert, Carlos Filthy Texican, made this episode
eventually.
made this episode happen. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll see how our NFL picks go up. See who might take me from the top,
I'm gonna catch up.
and we'll see, man. We'll see if Cooper Clutch gets that 5-0 start, keeps that donut in the L column.
Keeps it rolling.
All right, guys. Well, morning fanatics or new fanatics, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up to like this video. Let us know your comments. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Morning Fanatic, Black Mamba, Filthy Texican. We're out.